Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here with your evening recap for Wednesday night, August the 14th, 2013. Okay, daily chart of the ES, and today was a very, very choppy day. First, we battled it out around the middle band. Then we headed lower, and we really started to chop down in the in that 84 to 85, 86 area. We had a really good pop up to the double pivot area at 87.5 that failed. We ended up closing on the lows at 1681, where we're trading now. Now we have traded in the overnight as low as 1677, which was key resistance, or key support rather, back on the 30th of July. So at this point, we've really basically done 30 handles from the 1705 highs, and we've come nestled in on the lower Bollinger Band. Now, you hear me talk about hitting the upper band and the lower band all the time. And you know what I think about this touch of the lower band? Big deal. And I'll tell you why. The bands at this point are so close together that it renders a band touch pretty much meaningless. It's really hard to get excited about what's happening with the Bollinger Bands until price starts to hit the third standard deviation band, which is down at this critical, very, very important 1670 level. I think 1670 is a very key area. It's been support. It's now, there's a fib level there, as you can see. And now it's the third standard deviation band. I told my members, and I mentioned to everybody this morning, when these bands are this tight, when they are this tight, whatever the resolution is going to be, whether it's up or down, this is not going to be a one-day thing. This is going to be a multi-day situation. And we talked about. I did a webinar after hours for my subscribers, and what I talked about and what I warned everybody about was immediately trying to fade the resolution on this, because I'm telling you, with the bands this tight, this pressure is going to have to get worked off, and it's going to it's going to take a few sessions to do that. You go back here, they were tight here, and we popped. We made a high there at 1593. But if you tried to get in front of that on the first touch of the second standard deviation Bollinger Band down here, you'd have been long 1569. So you would have taken 24 handles against you before you had reached a temporary top. Okay? That's not the way I would be looking to trade this. You're much better off if you're not involved in the actual move. If you're not involved in the actual move, then my best advice to you, if you can't get in it, is to wait for a move to the third standard deviation band and then try to fade it back. So, one of two things is going to happen. Either we're going to break to the downside tomorrow, and there's just a ton on the economic calendar. You've got Bullard speaking again. This guy speaks every day. He's speaking again at 8:20. Then 8:30 you got jobless claims, CPI, Empire State. 9:15 you got industrial production. 10 o'clock you got Philly Fed. So there's a boatload going on tomorrow. A lot of catalysts, a lot of things could move the market. If the bulls have control tomorrow and we move back up to the middle band, all you're going to see is things get tighter and tighter and compress more and more. And then the reaction is just going to be bigger. But I'm starting to lean towards a downside resolution at this point. Just be careful trying to fade that downside resolution. It is not a simple dip buy. Okay, everybody have a great night. I will catch everybody in the morning with the morning webcast. Check out the website. Follow us at Princeton Trader. I'm attaching a link to this post. I will be doing a webinar a week from today, Wednesday afternoon, 4:30 to 5:30, going over volatility levels and pivots. I looked, and I have not done a webinar in 6 months. It has been 6 months since I've done a webinar. So I don't do them very often, although I expect to do them a lot more often than once every 6 months. So if you like what you hear every day and you want to hear it in a little bit more detail, please join me. Click and register. Come on in, because when we do these, they usually fill up. So go ahead and sign up now. Have a fantastic night. I'll talk to everybody in the morning.